So, 6 people just got killed on Mars?
Yes.
What on earth was that?
Any ideas at all? Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned and confusion. Tenmyouji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen deep in thought.
Do you know something, Tenmyouji?
Yeah, I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars? I'm sorry, what? You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets. But they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
So what we just listened to is a transmission from that project?
Yeah.
Why is something like that here?
Don't know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Oh, about the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
And the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means 2 things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
No, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? Something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. 6 billion. What the fuck?
Just what the hell happened there?
Tenmyouji frowned, looked down at the floor. We were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head, and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, Radical 6.
What? How can that be?
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered. Or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyway, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow. And once it was out, it spread pretty quick. All across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third. The whole world just fell apart.
Yeah. I don't know where to start. Take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day Radical 6 got out was the day of the eclipse. Yeah. The day I got grabbed was about a week beforehand.
Me too. Christmas Day. I was kidnapped on Christmas too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell's going on here? That thing is from the future.
See.
10 minutes remain. All players, if no vote is...
We're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
You haven't answered
Don't
the
care.
question.
I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything.
God damn it, that happens every time.
It's just gonna make you more confused. Now get moving. That's enough! Shut your damn hole or I'm picking Betray!
Hey, come on now.
What a piece of shit!
Fine. Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark. He seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with him. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Tenmyouji gave her one last nod and dashed out. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably head out.
Yes, we'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Let's get going then.
I like how sometimes they just can't just teleport us here normally. But, you know, you gotta build stress. We return to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what happened with Quark, then glanced around the room. Where's Dio?
He has gone into his AB room.
Already?
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
This is bad. I won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Yeah. Luna's the same.
If Fi chooses ally and Dio picks betray...
Fi and Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick betray. The risk with ally is just too high.
Hey, Alice. Don't you have one BP as well?
That's right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
And he'll just default to ally. I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then, huh?
But what if Alice and Kay choose betray?
You needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering, he is still weak. Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age or condition, it's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
Yeah. But there is always the twist here of you deciding to hit betray anyway, because that kid potentially betrayed you and not Dio. Though I'm pretty sure it's Dio, because Dio's a piece of shit.
Yes.
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Alright, well. Let's get to it. Without saying anything, Vi turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. That left only myself, Clover, and Tenmyouji.
Do you remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose ally? Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Ah, this is gonna be a problem. Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote ally. That's it, pretty much.
I see. And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got one BP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray, since if you're telling the truth...
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as the round is over.
Never.
That's easy for you to say, but think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. If I guess wrong, it's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
What?
Huh?
That's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose Ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv? There's no way on earth I'd do anything like that! Ugh! As if! In your dreams, creep.
Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie, though. I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose Ally.
You
Yeah.
can trust us.
Promise.
Of
We
course.
promise.
Alright. I guess I'll vote Ally too then.
3 minutes remain on.
Well, looks like we don't have much time left. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you too. Tenmyouji gave us a curt nod, turned, and strode into the second AB room from the left. Right, well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah! I don't know why that delivery was just really bad. Like, then again, Clover sucks, but whatever. So, we have a choice to make, folks. We have a choice to make. Hit start. This choice determines quite a few things here. Now, one thing I do want to do here.
Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
Now, if we look here, we're going to have two choices. Two choices, my friends. And in case you're wondering, yes, I will in fact be choosing Betray first because I want to see what happens. That being said, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. What's up?
Could you pick Betray for me? I mean, I could try and, like, tackle you.
Are you aware of how built I am compared to
But
you?
you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick Betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
alright, her mouth movements there are horrible. Anything?
Yep, anything. So think carefully, okay? If you choose Ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, if he chooses Betray, it'll be all over.
Uh-huh. Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
And that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick Betray.
But if he chooses Ally and we
Then
don't,
I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet, and I can't leave her behind.
yeah, but you're giving this bad delivery that implies.
Please, will you pick Betray?
20 seconds.
The voting machine is in front. Not much time to think. Would I keep my promise, or would I betray?
If you just pick...
In the end, there is only one possible answer.
3, 2, 1.
The answer I want to do is Ally, but we're doing Betray first. I'm interested in seeing how she's going to overpower me and hit up that door.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game results will thank you. Ambidex.
I'm very interested how this plays out.
Results from round 2. Please direct.
Alice K. Quark. Alright. Phi Luna Dio. Alright. What's Clover's move here? Tenmyouji's gonna be like, what the fuck? I knew you'd be charmed by vaginas.
Points. Please check your brain.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry, my bad. I just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last
That was a
round.
completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try to open them.
Really? Then what's that? Look,
Huh?
I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
Nandato? Masaka! Oh, this bitch just fucking goes straight for it. Hey, does anyone want to restrain this small woman? Anyone want to... Did anyone have any intents?
The number 9 door.
I mean, I assume everyone looks at the screen at the same time, sees the 9 and goes, oh shit, someone has 9 points. Let's immediately walk to them.
She opened it.
Shit!
Any plans? Clover? What the fuck?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I am giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
Okay, that makes her look like less of a bitch, but still, you're a cunt, Clover. Cuntver. What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
Said you'd listen to what I said.
I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
This is some, like, really awkward monkey's paw type of shit.
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch!
Dio ain't so bad after all.
Not getting out of here!
Dio leapt toward Clover with a roar. She danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the door. Alright, I'd like to point out, guys, that apparently whenever I reach 9 points, it's super simple to just restrain me and cut off my cum hand. But apparently when it comes to this small girl, she can just waltz on over and easily dodge one punch. What I'm saying is that this is full of shit.
The number 9 door has closed.
Yeah, but it's okay, though. She'll just call for help and then we'll be fine.
This ends the nonary game.
Oh, good. New Let's Play tomorrow.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
She's gone.
We lose.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her call.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tenmyouji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Did we win? No, we didn't win. We did not actually win at any point at all. I don't know why you think we would win. But, wishful thinking, I guess. Like, I was thinking maybe we could, like, go hang out. And maybe, you know, no big deal. But, there, surprise, Clover made it out. Oh, man, hooray. I feel so happy for her. That stupid fucking hussy. But, hey. Take what you can get. But, there. Tenmyouji game over. That's what that one is called. Allow me to do what I wanted to do. Alright. Let's do this and see what happens next once Tenmyouji and Sigma both ally. Let's do this, yeah. Sorry, hussy.
Result, please.
Allison K. Yep. I was actually very scared this whole time of, like, what if he just betrays you? Because there's not much room in the timeline here, so I was wondering.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
A lot of people have 8.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
The game continues.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out.
I
Thanks.
could say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. Felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma.
I don't know. I think it was a fine choice. I've seen the other choice. It ends in you leaving.
And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait. Where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired.
I guess it's time for her to go kook.
Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. There is the
We can open the gates as many times as we want?
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, Sierra's wrists were extended. Alright, Phi. Okay. I'm not gonna get all my answers here immediately, might as well just go through it. All the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Phi's a magenta pair, but Tenmyuji's a yellow pair?
3 solos are red, green, and blue. K's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Ah, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah. They're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them too, Phi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
Yeah, so lay it on us. How are the groups gonna shake out? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenmyuji, me, would form a group. Phi, Magenta, Dio would form another group. Clover and K would form the third.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah, there's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So they'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan.
Right.
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Clover gave her a shrug. Two of them headed out through the cyan door. Guess they'll be running into Alice?
Do I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right? You're going back to check on Corky Borky.
Yeah.
Give me a nod, trotted out through the yellow door. That left only three of us. Dio, K, and myself. So what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
All right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out. Later.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but if we're thinking about the bombs, what if Dio just leaves on his own to plant them? Just saying. I mean, Kay
Hey, what
also
is
has
this?
that opportunity.
You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate Floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
Yeah, they both have opportunity, to be honest.
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Of course. We gotta get that story. Huh? Nobody here. Empty. There he was. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence. A picture. Must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, shoved the photo back. What was that? A photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all the stuff we had taken with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
Wanted to hear the rest.
Rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
Talking about the simulated manned mission to Mars. We heard that recording.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal. You're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, alright. You remember so much, you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell everything.
You really sure you want to know? Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Come on, you don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Of course. I never got the chance to say I am. Before I could, Phi exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good. There you are.
What happened?
Alice, Alice's. Look, just come with me, alright? She's in the number 2 cabin.
Without waiting for a response, I spun around and ran back out of the room. Tenmyouji and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leapt up after her. Alice. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red. Felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle. Put a hand against the wall to steady myself. This is bad, and then, once again, we're going through the same motion Sigma did when he first saw this. No pulse. She's dead. You gotta work hard to get that in there. I feel like a scalpel takes good old shove, you know? All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except, of course, for Quark. Wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there's no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them and in turn asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover, the first to speak.
Who did this?
Of course, the answer's clear. It's Alice. But this isn't going to end
Say
well.
something. Answer me!
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Yeah.
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Fuck you, Dio!
You nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me!
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves! Oh, I see. I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you?
Didn't you? I feel like she'd almost want to remember, hey, wasn't I having conspiracy theories about someone important to me being murdered, I don't know, last year? And maybe going, maybe it's different. But no, she has to do this twice.
It wasn't just one killer. It was 6!
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Maybe you're just so anxious because maybe we don't want to be a big dumb.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend, or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
Bring it, there's no axe this time.
You're all going to die just like she did!
Hold on a minute.
9, 8,
Clover!
6,
Clover!
3.
Is that... Fuck.